That was good. It's that roast. I did this pork shoulder. It tastes so good. Love that type of stuff. That's the meat for my tamales. I'm doing my chilies now. I've got some garlic out here. And that's the dog barking. So anyway, got the dog barking and getting ready to make the chili sauce. I've got some garlic here and our chili pods. They've been soaking. I've had them soaking for a number of hours, just like I want them to get really nice and pulpy. So what I like to do when I'm making this chili sauce, I just use a food mill. I throw everything in there and just let it mill it through. And what I have left in the top is all of the stuff I don't want. The seeds, stems, skins, all of that stuff. And what I have underneath in the pot is going to be absolutely perfect chili paste. That's what you make really good stuff with. You make like chili con carne with it. Ooh, that's some good stuff. Or the sauce for tamales, and that's what I'm going to be making. That's what this is about. And of course, if you're watching this series for the holidays, then you already know that. This is number 3 for our holiday season. So anyway, chop up this garlic real quick. I'm going to throw it right down in here and then get on with my chilies. If you're ever doing this, you know, don't make a lot of work out of using a food mill, okay? Just break the food down a little bit, you know, and get it down in there. And that's the important part. If the food is in the food mill, then the food mill will do its job, all right? When I'm doing these, it's often kind of messy. Get us a towel, put it up under here. It catches the drips, which will happen. Any stems I like to put right down into this, and like that right there, there's nothing of that I want. I'll just dispose of it right there. I keep the meat, get rid of the part I don't want. Just drop the meat right down into your food mill. It doesn't take anything more than that. Pretty simple, isn't it? Okay, if it's a real big one like that, sometimes I'll tear it, but that's about it. Oh, these are nice and full and thick. They're gonna make up a really good tasting chili paste. Yeah. And I've got 4 different kinds of chilies here. This is a combination of chilies I came up with years back when I was developing my tamale recipe. I wanted a recipe that reflected the flavors that I had grown up with and was accustomed to in tamales. And it took some time to get that right balance, the right chili flavor, but once I got it, I had it. Anyway, hey, come up a little closer, take a look at this thing, and you can see what I'm doing, okay? All right, so these little chilies, I just throw right in there, you know, stem and all. I don't worry about like those little things. Those are the really super hot ones, and I use very little of them. But a big stem like that right there in that crown, I don't need that in my food mill. I just get it out of the way to begin with, okay? I'll put the good part in there. Now the mill will separate the seeds for you. I mean, you don't have to worry about getting seeds in there. It's not a big thing. Like there's seeds right there. And I don't have to worry about that. That's the nice thing about the mill. That's, you remove a step. If I use my blender, and some people have said I should use my blender. Well, no, that makes it harder. Because then I have to run all of the chilies after I blended them through a strainer in order to get out any of the seeds or stems or undesirable parts, and the skins also. And the problem is it makes these little bits of the skin that get past the strainer, okay? Well, those little bits of skin bitter the sauce. Not in a good way either. So I try to get rid of those. And that was the reason I developed this technique, was to actually improve on the tamale making method. So I've taken something that was traditional, added a French technique into it, just a single one, and produced a significantly better chili paste. And being that this chili paste kind of flavors the whole thing, well, I think that's kind of important. There we go. I would like to say thank you for joining me for our Christmas holiday. These are going to be part of my Christmas tamales right here. One of the things I like to do for Christmas, and it's a big thing in Texas, we do tamales for Christmas. They're absolutely delicious. They really are. If you've never had tamales, you've missed out. Making tamales is kind of a process. We start by cooking a roast. That roast has to be shredded, and then I separate the fat. The fat that's the lard gets used to make the dough, the masa harina dough, that is the outside of the tamale. And of course the meat is the roast there. Then I use the gelatin that cooked off of that roast in rehydrating this paste to make a smooth sauce, and also in adding some moisture to my meat once it's shredded. So it does a lot of things, and it also hydrates the masa mixture. So I have that pork flavor in the dough, I have the chili flavor in the dough, and I have the chili flavor in the meat, and so everything kind of gets worked together as a harmonious blend. But there's a lot of steps there, as you can see. So these, when it comes time to using the food mill, don't make it hard. I'm going to turn this thing for about maybe 8 to 10 minutes, if that much. I will end up with very few skins in the top and a beautiful paste underneath. All right, now I've just rinsed this off. I wanted you to take a look in top here. Look how that has been milled down, and I milled this for a total of maybe 5 or 6 minutes. There was very little effort put here. All right, underneath, there's this, and this is a small amount. What's in the pot is the majority. We'll look down in that next. All right, so we look in here, and it looks like I've got somewhere around 2 cups, maybe just slightly more, of a very high quality chili paste. 0 seeds, 0 skins, and no additional processing. Less time spent. Okay? That's why I do it this way. The garlic is already in there. All I need to do to make my chili sauce is add the gelatin to reduce this to a nice sauce. Add in some cumin and salt and a little bit of lime juice, and suddenly we have got a chili sauce that is absolutely incredible. There you have it. Plain dried chilies turned into a paste. Well, this has been out for a little while. It has been cooling down. I went ahead and took the chilies out of it and cleaned it up. Pretty soon I'm going to remove the meat from the juices. I'll pour the juices into a bowl, and that way I can fit everything into the refrigerator a lot easier than this big pan. Just works out better that way. What I'll do is I'll pour all the juices in the bowl, and once they're refrigerated, the gelatin sets up, and so does that lard, and I can separate the two way easier that way. Right now I've got my cheese wafers in the oven, the first batch. I've got more sitting here, and I have graduated to some eggnog. And no, I'm not talking about the kind you get at the grocery store either. So anyway, there we have it. Moved into the evening now, and as soon as I get this finished, that's going to be all I do for today. That's my cooking for today. Tomorrow begins the process on tamales, and I might do cookies or something like that. So it's all pretty basic, and there's a lot of steps to it, like I say, when it comes to tamales. But the neat thing is you can make them days in advance. You can refrigerate them or freeze them. pull them out when you're ready to use them, re-steam them, or you can even microwave them, and they come out perfect, just like they're fresh made. Give it a try. Like I said in my recipe, you can find it by clicking the link down in the description box there. So we'll take a look at some of these crackers here in just a few when they come out and see what they look like. It's cool. Let's see. Got a few minutes left before I swap my pans, try to even out the cooking a little bit. I love these things. Man, if you like cheese crackers and that kind of stuff that you get at the store in the little boxes, you've been missing out. Give these a try. Hey, thanks for watching. Enjoy the holiday season. Don't worry, there's more of these coming because we're going to finish the tamale story, right? I'm going to be making more stuff. Some other kinds of cookies and treats and wonderful things. Got a lot of stuff to cook for Christmas. I'm looking forward to every bit of it and sharing it with you. Thanks for watching. Take a look in the description box. Try my links, my website, my recipes, my merchandise, wonderful stuff. Thank you for watching this. And folks, please have a good day. Have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff. Thank you.